Good evening and welcome to the fourth race of our week in tier 4. Sorry, 3. Sorry, tier 3 for Vegas, where it's freezing cold today. And alongside me in the comms box tonight is our resident red car, Ryan Barber.
Hello, hello, hello.
Nice to have you, Barber. You alright?
I'm currently laughing like tier 4.
Yeah, massive balls up there. Still trying to find the stream to put in Discord, so just it will be there eventually.
I'll put it in.
Have you got me YouTube?
Yeah.
Cheers for that.
Of course I have.
Apologies for this, everyone. I thought I'd get everything sorted, but obviously not. But whilst Ryan's sorting the link out, Vegas, what can I say about it? Slipfest.
Nah, it's really good. I enjoy it anyway.
Yeah.
There we go. Share. Discord.
17 corners.
I might not be able to post it into the where it normally goes.
This is a great start.
But I can put it in the general chat.
Put it in the general chat then, please.
There you go.
Cheers for that, Barber.
It's okay.
Links in general chat, everyone. So get yourselves in and come and watch tier 3. But as I was saying, for Vegas, Barber says it's an alright track. I say it's a bit of a slip fest. 17 corners, 2.853 miles or 6.201 kilometers. Hosted 2 races previously in Vegas, not at this track, in 81 and 82. Alan Jones won the opening race in 81, and Alboreto won his maiden Grand Prix in the follow-up in 82. Obviously, this track alone, we've only had one race in 2023, which was won by Max Verstappen. I know, not many people do like him. But this will be happy for you, Barber. Oscar Piastri holds the lap record of a 35.490, which was the lap record from the 2023 Grand Prix, as Scotty's gone quickest with a 33.2 on his banker, and Jamir has gone on a 34.9 to go provisional second.
I really enjoyed this race.
I didn't fare too well.
It's not for everybody.
No, it's not.
Everybody.
Not for everybody.
But yeah, I did enjoy it. I think Fabian's got a 30.37 on mediums. That's a good lap.
That's a brilliant lap for him for a starter, and on the mediums, so possible 32 on the way, as Sambal's done a 35.2, puts him in P4.
I can do that on metal.
Yeah, you were quite rapid on Monday round here.
Not as quick as I hoped. But
No,
you know
yeah.
what? I finished the race, which I wanted.
Yeah, Avinash goes quickest on a 33.2, just slightly pipping Scotty, so we have a Ferrari on provisional pole at this moment in time. Plenty of standings as well tonight, with the majority of them being Tier 1 and 2. We've got Wumax in the Mercedes from Tier 2, we've got Fannin from Tier 2 in the Red Bull, Fox in the Mercedes from Tier 2, Lorpe in the Aston Martin from Tier 1, Bergen from Tier 2 in the AlphaTauri alongside Ant in the AlphaTauri from Tier 1, in the Williams, and Error Voice from Tier 1 in the Aston Martin. So all those drivers will be getting at least a 4-place demotion after the race is done.
I think it's 5.
I think you'll find out it's 4 as Smoggy Ghost has been disqualified.
Well, I got 5.
You got 5?
Yeah, I got mine's 5.
I think it's 4 in the rules, mate.
Ant's done me over.
I think you'll have to be having words with him then, because the rules state higher tier drivers get at least a 4-place demotion.
I always thought it was if you were 1 tier above, it was free.
Now all tiers have 4-place demotion. I'm going to go on board with Fox for a lap of Vegas. Bear with me, I'm not the best at track guides, so you'll just have to bear with me on this one. So Fox is just coming through turn 16 on the run down to the final corner, which is a slightly off-camber corner, turn 17. To start the lap, he is on mediums for being a tier 2 driver. Braking just before the 100 metre board into turns 2 into 1, rolling it through into 2, then keeping a nice even throttle through turn 3 and then 4, activating DRS on the run down to turn 5, braking roundabout before the 100 metre board, turning in. Then we're going round turn 6 towards turn 7, which is a very, very difficult corner, I would have to say, especially for me. Then we've got 8, getting a nice traction, and then it's a quick run towards turns 10 and 11. Braking just before the bridge for turn 12. And then the Vegas drag strip from here down towards 14. So we've got the little slight bend of 13 before the DRS activation, which he is going through now. And it's literally flat out all the way down to turn 14. Braking between the 150 and 100. Through 14, 15 and 16, very narrow through there, all gets a bit of a twitch, and then it's flat out towards 17 to finish the lap. And Fox will do a 33.7 on the mediums, which puts him P5, and that is a rough track guide of Vegas. How do you think I did, Barber?
You were pretty close to the brake zones, I will admit.
Funny story about that. I learned the brake zones for
at the end of the drag strip. I would have been braking at 140.
It depends if you got ABS or no ABS, because obviously people with ABS can brake a bit later.
That's true, but under heavy fuel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because it's.
To be honest, during the races, I figured out if you brake that little bit earlier than you'd like to, you had a much smoother lap.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to brake early here. obviously the later you brake, the more trouble you have, and I think I found that out a bit of a problem learning this track. But funny story
Yeah.
for people who are watching, the way I learnt my brake zones was watching a fellow driver do some TT laps whilst having a cup of tea and watching him for 5 laps, and that's how I kind of figured out the brake points. I wouldn't recommend that, but we all have our own ways of learning. Half the grid of set times now. Airways is on provisional pole on a 32.8, Stube on a 33.0. Decent bankers by them. Single track 35.5 on the hard tyre.
Is Stube tier 3?
Stube is tier 3, yes, he was tier 2, and
Yeah, that confused me then when you left his name out and he set time on softs.
Yeah, he was originally tier 2, then I think he left for a bit or some kind of circumstances, and now he's in tier 3.
Yeah, well, as we know, Stube's in the forces, so he works away a lot.
Yes, so thank you, Steve, for serving your country. Big props to you. Got a few cars still yet to set times. Obviously, tier 1 drivers can't set a lap time, whereas tier 2 drivers can set a time, but it has to be on the medium tyre. Trying to find people who are out on laps. Oh, Aldrich Fabian is 3/10 up on his, so we'll stay with him, as he's on the rundown from 13 down to 14, the Vegas drag strip. Plenty of slipstreaming going down that part of the track over the week, whether it was X on Friday or tiers 1 and 2 on the Monday. What wings did you seem to favour around here, Barber?
I like 15-12. I know people were running a lot lower, but I was comfortable with that. It's probably better to go with what you're comfortable with around a street track rather than trying to learn a whole new thing within a few days.
Yeah, because I hadn't really touched.
Funnily enough, I just shot some numbers together for the setup, and it worked.
Yeah, you and your setups with the bingo numbers. You sit there with a bingo card and just pick random numbers off a bingo card. I know how you do it.
Yeah, but I never win.
I forgot what it was like to win in MRC. To be fair, it's been quite a while.
To be fair, I'm up against you, Joe, and the man's a machine. He doesn't like street tracks though. He proves he's human on street tracks.
Not many people do tend to favour street tracks. I mean, me myself don't favour street tracks either. I'd rather go for comfort at street tracks, because as long as I finish at a street track, that's a win for me. And that's all I was trying to do on Monday. I mean, you were saying 15-12 for the aero. I ran exactly that as well. I know, like you say, some people running a bit lower than that, taking a risk, but I think having the higher aero helps with the stability, plus it also helps when you're in the later stages of your tyre wear, because if you've got lower wings, then it's harder to control your car under the lesser grip of the tyre. Got a few more laps. Current running order at the moment is Airway still provisional pole, Aldrich Fabian second, Stube third, Avinash fourth, Scotty fifth, Wookie sixth, Sambal seventh, Fox eighth, Hagaboy ninth, and Jamir J Mur as Speedy Bullets just popped it into P6, which has dropped J Mur out of the top 10.
Yeah, that threw me off a bit. I was looking who the hell's just moved
Yeah,
everybody's name.
I was following him while I was talking. I was too to let people know the running order so far. It's been quite a steady session so far for Tier 3. Some decent laps.
I really feel bad for Smug Ghost, to be honest. I don't know if he's on his wheel tonight, but he said he was going to. His first time on a wheel and he gets disqualified. I know why the game's done it. You have to face oncoming traffic to get back.
Airways has improved on a 32.7, really stamping his authority on that front row of the grid.
That's a really good lap, 32.7.
Avinash 32.9, so Avinash has gone second, so he's on the front row alongside Airways, so times are improving with the track evolution, as we will follow Smith on the end of his lap.
Single track did a 33.5 on the medium tyre there. He's the highest medium runner at the minute. Great lap.
Oh yeah, yes he is. He's P8, whereas Fox is P10, so it's the highest reserve driver at the moment, as Smith has bailed his lap, so he's gone into the pits. As Fannin, who is coming to the final sector of his run, he's in the Red Bull tonight. Had a disappointing race on Monday, sadly, ended up not finishing after having superb pace all race, as he goes a 34.3 in P12, obviously only being able to use the medium tyre.
I think he'll be disappointed with that. I think he's got more than that.
I think he's got more pace under him, because he's shown it on Monday, did Fannin.
Like he's going to pull. Oh no, he's not. He's had to move all the way.
See if we got anyone else on a lap. Hagger Boy has just started his lap, so we'll follow him round as he goes through.
An absolute flyer. He's gonna break the record.
Probably for the slowest lap time, probably. As we'll follow Hagger Boy on his lap so far, because he's looking to get into the top 10 on his second run. Having the number 3 on the McLaren. Haven't seen that number on the McLaren for a little bit. Obviously, our resident Aussie Daniel Ricciardo, obviously Alpha Tauri now. But it's nice to see the number 3 on the McLaren. Takes me back to his win at Monza.
I'd like to see the number 1 on that McLaren.
You and your McLaren fanboy.
It's been a while since I saw a number 1 on that McLaren.
I think the last... Bergen's disqualified. I think he's done that to make sure he starts at the back of the grid, because I know Bergen tends to do that in Tier 3. Scotty's gone pole now with a 32.5. Red Bull on pole. How many times have we seen that? Too many times. Hagger Boy round the final corner. Improves to P10 on a 33.6. And that is Aldrich Fabian's now gone pole right at the depth. 32.4. Time's coming in fast at the end.
That'll be burning Wookie's eyes.
Wookie is P4. He has gone into the pit, so that is qualifying. Time's absolutely flying in left, right and centre at the end of qualifying. So, as it stands, Aldrich Fabian will start on pole with Scotty alongside him on that front row. So a McLaren on pole with a Red Bull in second. Bet you're buzzing there, Barber, knowing that there's a McLaren on pole. You wish it were you, weren't you, in that McLaren? I know.
Yeah.
With your trademark centre helmet. Anyway, we'll run through the order for tonight's Tier 3 race. As I said, Aldrich Fabian in the McLaren will be on pole. Scotty will be alongside him on that front row in P2. The second row will be contested with Airways and Wookie in third and fourth. Our third row on the grid will be Avinash and Speedy Bullet in fifth and sixth. Stube and Single Track in seventh and eighth round out the fourth row. The fifth row of the grid is Sambal and Hagaboy ninth and 10th. Wumax and Fox 11th and 12th on that sixth row. Seventh row, Fannin and J Moore in 13th, 14th. Error Voice and Smith 15th, 16th, rounding out row 8. Row 9 is Lorpe and Ant, obviously tier 1 drivers, so they haven't set a lap time. Smoggy Ghost got disqualified in P19 and Bergen got disqualified as well in P20, so that rounds up the 20 drivers and all 10 rows of the grid. Any predictions, Barber, for the race winner?
I want to say Wookie.
It's not a bad shout. He is the championship leader currently going into this one by quite a margin, because Wookie, as I said, leads the Tier 3 Drivers' Championship on 137 points going into this race.
Got a bit of news for you, Bit. Leicester 0, Millwall 1.
Cheers for that.
You do it to me.
Fair play, fair play. Thing is, though, we are doing Formula 1 here. We're not doing football.
Same thing. Have you ever played Rocket League?
Tried. But yes, as they're going round on the formation, like I said, Wookie leads the championship on 137. RSC Danny is second on 79, but he is not racing tonight. Connor is third on 68, who is also not racing tonight. Avinash, who is racing tonight, is on 63 points. Airways, who's third, is on 60. Smith, 48. Scotty on 47. Speedy on 44. B17 on 36, and Aldrich, who is on pole, has 28, and that is your top 10 in the Tier 3 driver standings. And as for the constructors, it is Alpine on 156 with a decent lead over Ferrari in second with 113. Alpha Tauri with 97. Aston Martin then follows on 94. Alfa Romeo with 90. Then it's Williams on 69. Haas on 65. McLaren on 48. Mercedes on 46. And rounding out the constructors is Red Bull on 35. So all to play for still in both championships, where no matter where you are in the standings. Mind you, I think Wookie will be hoping to make ground from fourth place and hopefully try and extend his championship lead, which his nearest contender is Avinash on 63, which he's 74 points behind Wookie going into this, so Wookie could easily extend his championship lead at the top. Ant says hi in the YouTube, so hi Ant, focus on your driving, mate. Don't text and drive.
You shafted me, Ant.
Oh, Avinash has missed his grid slot. I have noticed, because some of the grid slots are on that bend of turn 17, it's not easy to find your grid slot very well because of it being on a bend.
Well, what I did was come in wide to straighten the car.
Not a bad idea that, as we are waiting the lights to start to the race. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And we are going Tier 3 in Vegas. Everyone looking, jostling for position as Aldrich gets a nice clean start. Everyone looking to hopefully get through the first couple corners nice and cleanly. My timing is saying that Error Voice is leading somehow, but hopefully that fixes itself. But
mine's in the right order.
Mine's not. Mine's saying Error Voice is leading, so hopefully it fixes it for me. But as we can see, Aldrich leads with Scotty second, Airways third, Wookie is fourth still, Avanash sixth. So the two closest contenders in tonight's race in the championship are currently nose to tail. Speedy Bullet is behind those two with Stu as well, as there we go, it's all sorted. There's the running order currently. As obviously the first lap of the race, everyone's trying to find their comfort zone at this point. As we'll go and have a look down the middle of the track, see if we can see any overtaking, as Smith is under the rear wing of Ant down the drag strip. He's on the outside, which is not the ideal way to overtake, and defending nice and neatly there on the inside. But he's now looking at the back of Smoggy Ghost. As Fanning's made a move up into P8. We have a yellow flag. I think that's Ant. Yep, he's just gone tumbling down the order. There is moves aplenty in those first couple corners, because there was a few changes round turn 5. Single track is 7th at the moment, but he's got Fanning all over the back of that Alpine. I have a timing glitch right now, so some of the gaps I can't tell.
Avanash is in the wall.
Avanash is in the wall, but he's... Let's have a look.
He's lost his wing.
He is. He's not DNF'd, he's just waiting for everyone to go by, which is the right thing to do.
An end plate, sorry.
So that'll be a trip to the pits for the Ferrari, which is not going to help his championship opportunity.
Oh, Smoggy Ghost is round as well.
Oh, see, yeah, he's dropped down to 19th, so...
I think he just outbroke. He didn't hit the wall and he's still going.
Yeah, ooh! Twitch there by Stu through turn 16. He's got the Aston Martin of Lorpy all over his gearbox, as DRS is now enabled, as we are starting lap 3 of 25, as we do 50% here in MRC. We'll go to the front because it's only 4 tenths in it, and with DRS activated we could see a move on the run to turn 14 as Aldrich gets a bit of a twitch out to turn 5. Single file through here as Scotty seems to be a bit more confident. Obviously the soft tyres can get into a better working temperature. For saying it's quite cold here in Vegas, air temperature and all that.
Yeah, we'll see quite a few moves getting done as well.
Yeah,
hopefully on the next lap, DRS.
Yeah, well, Scotty's going to be lining Aldrich up for a pass here. DRS open, slipstream from the McLaren. It is so difficult to defend DRS down that strip.
Scotty has took the lead.
Yep, he has. We was watching that on as ooh, Airways getting a big tank slapper out of turn 16. Luckily, he kept it out the wall. As Womax has just made a move on Fannin, has he? The side by side through the final corner, gets the move. And if I'm not mistaken, Tier 1 drivers, I think do they have to? I can't remember. Do they have to use all compounds in Tier 3? I can't remember. I know they did for...
I think Tier 1 used to in Tier 4, but
they used to in Tier 4, but I'm not sure what they do for Tier 3. I know Tier 2 drivers only have to qualify on the mediums and Tier 1 drivers can't qualify at all. As Womax has just made a move on Speedy Bullet in an unusual overtaking spot. Must have had better grip on those soft tyres, and he's now looking to attack Single Track, who is on the hard tyres at the moment, so he's doing his opening stint on the hards.
It's a very good move to do that if you can keep up.
Yeah, because there is a gap as Aldrich's retaken the lead as we're watching the overtake from Womax on Single Track as he dives back into the slipstream of the Mercedes, but he's also got Speedy Bullet behind looking to make a move. Smoggy Ghost is DNF'd at turn 11 as we have our first safety car.
Oh no.
Safety car out for a DNF for Smoggy Ghost at turn 11. My guess is probably back end or something. Womax pitting, Fannin pitting, started on the soft tyres, so they're looking to go on another set and get their stops out of the way early. Haggerboy, a lot of the middle pack looking to make pit stops. Sambal in, so a few people making their stops early, which is not a bad call.
No, it's not at all.
Because I think you said to me, I think one of the practice sessions, I think on probably Sunday, I think, because I think you were in the practice session on Sunday for Vegas or some other day last week, you were surprised by the tyre wear here, because you thought the tyre wear wasn't going to be that bad, but it ended up being more than you thought it originally was going to be.
Yeah, I thought with the cold temperatures it would have been alright, to be honest.
Don't get me wrong,
go off pretty quick.
Yeah, it caught me out, to be fair, as well, because you thought with the like you say, you thought with the colder temperatures the tyres will probably last longer, but doesn't work like that apparently.
No.
So running order as it stands under the safety car: Aldrich Fabian leads, Scotty second, Airways third, Wookie 4, Single Track 5th, Speedy Bullet. Actually, whilst we're under safety car, we'll look at position changes. So Single Track's gained 3, Lorpy, the biggest winner, of 10 in 7th, Fox is up 3, Womax is a gainer, Ant is a gainer, Fannin a gainer, Smith a gainer, and also Bergen's a gainer. The biggest loser, Avinash, who sadly lost in end play a few laps ago, is down in 19th in the last runner. Couple drivers in their starting positions like Aldrich, Scotty, Airways and Wookie, the top 4, still in the positions they started, as Ant's pitting again. You just see what he's pitting for, Barber.
Yeah, no problem. He has gone to the medium.
Not a bad call, but at least Ant's got all his tyre stops out the way.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, people that stopped under this safety car: Womack, Fannin, Hagaboy, Bergen, Jamer, Sambo, Error Voice, and Avanash, obviously for his damage, are all the stoppers under the safety car. Quite a slow safety car lap, wouldn't you say, round here?
Yeah, it surprised me actually on Monday. I lost an end plate because of it.
You would think with the colder temperatures, you'd think the safety car would go a bit quicker.
Yeah, well,
do us all a favour.
I suggested to Bailey it might be wise to use an F2 car.
Yes, you did. Use an F2 car as a safety car. To be honest, it makes sense.
It does.
I don't know why they don't just use an F1 car as a safety car.
I mean, that'd be a joke. Probably set the fastest lap.
Just waiting for those lights on the safety car to go out so we can go racing again. Not much to talk about Vegas, because obviously we've only had one Grand Prix in real life, which, like I said at the top of the stream, was won by a Max Verstappen, like every other Grand Prix in 2023. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah. I think there was only one he didn't win in Singapore.
No, because his teammate Perez won a few races, because I think Perez won in Miami, and I think Perez got, 2 or 3 wins that season or something around there. But Error Voice is deciding to pit, and Avinash also pitting again. Those two have made 2 stops then so far. Don't really hurt to make a pit stop under the safety car here, because of how slow it goes. You can catch the pack up rather quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't lose as much time under a virtual neither.
And that's a very good question, Ant. Why hasn't it gone in? Yeah, that's a very good question, why it hasn't gone in, because you were all bunched up before turn 16, which is usually when about the safety car decides to call it a day and pull into the pits to allow everyone to go racing again. Simba, with his information, pops up in the chat and says Jeddah and Baku were Perez, so Perez got at least 2 wins that season. And obviously, like you say, Science got Singapore, which was, I think, was the most popular win that's of the 2023 season.
This is the best race I watched all season, that, to be honest.
Yeah, it did. It was a massive shake-up because the Red Bulls were nowhere in Singapore.
Well, yeah, to be honest, the dominant cars in past seasons have been nowhere in Singapore.
Yeah, they've always struggled. Here we go, safety car will be in this lap, so we will go green flag racing for lap 8. Aldrich backing them up nice and early before the tights 14, 15 and 16. Question is, where will he decide to go on this restart? Slowly but surely waiting for the safety car to, as he is gone. Foot to the floor through 17 as we go racing again. As we have Womax has gone. What's happened there?
Looks like he's gone on the outside wall.
Well, I'm surprised that ain't brought out a safety car, as Smith's now gone round at turn 2.
Full track is currently yellow, so is it a virtual?
That's a good question. There's the safety car. That was a late call there. Took its time to come out, but second safety car tonight. Now then, we had a few safety cars in Tier 2, 4 to be exact, and no more. So if we go off of that...
you can't get any more than 4, can you?
No, that's true. So Tier 3 have already used up half of the safety car privileges so far. I was wondering when the safety car was going to come out because it was a awkward position at turn 17. But yes, we're back to under the safety car again. I've got very little information on Vegas.
Oh, unless you like gambling, you don't really talk much about Vegas.
True, true. Vegas, made on money, gambling, entertainment, city of the world. As Scotty's pitted, so's Airways, Wookie's pitted. Aldrich Fabian stays out, Single Track stayed out, Stoob stayed out, Fox stayed out, everybody else stayed out. Few pitters. So, Barbara, whilst we're under safety car, what do you like about this track?
Bit like Monaco, really, isn't it? It's a challenge. You've got to stay focused. You've got to concentrate really, really hard. You've got to get yourself right. You've got to get your strategy right. Just a whole challenge of it, really.
It's Monaco mixed with Monza, I would probably say Vegas. Obviously the close walls and the high speed.
Yeah.
It's a lot wider than most street tracks as well.
Well, Miami's very similar, isn't it? It's quite a wide track.
Miami's a purpose-built racetrack, though, that behaves like a street track.
It's in a car park, isn't it?
Pretty much. Takes the old meaning of popping down your local car park and doing a few donuts.
It's a shame, really, because you've had some classic tracks like Indianapolis and...
Yeah, that kind of went...
Like
that went up in flames. I think it was 2005 when we had that fiasco with Michelin with the final corner.
Yeah.
And obviously the 6-car race with all the Bridgestone runners, which was won by Michael Schumacher, which was the only race he won that season. Not going to go into too much politics of Formula 1, but the reason why that happened was because of a certain veto clause that Ferrari had. If they say no, it's no. But enough about politics and F1. We don't like it. Mind you, I think Minardi and Jordan enjoyed that day, flipping scrapping for some points and a possible podium.
I don't remember it too well, if I'm honest.
No, it was quite a forgetful one in Indianapolis 2005. And then we've had a few good races at COTA in America as well, which obviously brought F1 back into the States.
I don't mind COTA. I think it's a decent track.
You either love it or you don't. I mean, we've got a few drivers in MRC that enjoy it. I am one that don't.
It's nice and flowing if you can get your lap right.
Oh, if you hook it up right, it is a nice track to drive.
Yeah.
Wonder if we'll be having the safety car in this lap, because like Ant said earlier, the pack was all bunched up, but the safety car decided to stay out an extra lap.
I think it'll come in now.
It should do. Airways is disconnected from the session and he is down in 12th, which is not ideal. He was a front runner. I think he was third before he pitted behind Aldrich and Scotty. Obviously Aldrich still leads because he's yet to stop. So hopefully we'll go racing very soon again. Safety car going round again. I asked you what you liked about this. Oh, safety car's in. Late call this time.
Yeah, it's very late.
Safety car hasn't even gone into the pits. As we go racing again, but the safety car's still out on track. We're green flagged, but the safety car's still out. I'm confused.
We had this problem in Tier 2, was it?
Yeah, we had something similar to this in Brazil.
It'll probably come in this lap.
It will come in. People, just to let people know who are racing, please do not try and overtake. We'll still class this as under safety car, so no overtaking. Safety car should come in.
I think how late the call was, the safety car in this game thinks it's on the next lap.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
It's a bizarre one because we didn't have a bug like this in the last game.
Well, we didn't have Vegas, did we?
Thankfully.
I'd rather race Vegas than Portimao, though. I'm not a fan of that one.
I'm the opposite. Some say I'm still waiting for that rain to come.
You are? Still stood in the stands with your rain cover on.
Oh, what could have happened? So yeah, because even though it's green flag, the safety car boards are still flashing, so it's still saying under safety car, but we're not, so hopefully everyone got the idea that to not overtake or anything, because we do not want a repeat of MRCX in Brazil, which I think would have been a headache for everybody. So obviously safety car should be in now, which it is. So Aldrich's going to be going flat out now to restart this race underway, starting lap 12. To be honest, that extra lap kind of allowed everyone to get tyres going, I would say.
You'd say that, but it's that slow. And the track's already freezing.
Yeah, single track looking to make a move on Aldrich. Single track on the hard tyres, Aldrich on the mediums.
He looks quite good in the Williams, doesn't he? Suits him.
Suits him more than an Alpine, that's for sure.
After all, he loves his hills.
He does. Resident mountain biker and all that jazz. Currently going through his pre-season F1 phase of rewatching seasons past.
Yeah.
I hear his favourite season's 92. I wonder why.
I heard it was 93.
Let's have a look. See if we've got any people trying moves. Doesn't look like it. Airways is back in.
Joined.
Yep, he can get going again. He's down his 16th.
Ooh, Aldrich had a little wiggle there. Coming out of that chicane, very easily done.
Yep. those mediums are going to be coming to the end of their life, I would say. Done a few laps under safety car, which would help him, but not to an... Yeah, I would say so myself. I mean, he looks comfortable at the moment. Single track doesn't seem to be pressuring him at all. You got Stube just behind, who's also on the hard tyre, so on the same strategy as single track. Bergen as well, who with all the stoppers is currently in P4, who had a phenomenal race in Tier 2, coming second.
I don't know if it's him having a wiggle or if it's the connection. Single track's just clipped the wall.
Yeah, his car's ghosted, but it's back again. Bergen looking to go around the outside of Stube, which is now the inside, gets the move done. Oh, Bergen very late has dropped it. We'll move away from that, save him his dignity. Stube is single track's losing places.
Yeah, I think when he hit the wall, is he lost an end plate or is he still?
I can't see any damage on the Williams as Fox is P2. This is allowing Aldrich to stretch his legs. He's up to 3 seconds. Oh, Stube's lost it round. Single track 3 seconds. Yeah, single track must have damage. He's pitting. Aldrich's pitting as well. And so's Fox. So Jay Mir will take the lead at the Vegas Grand Prix as we have a safety car. So all that palaver has brought out another safety car. There's so much going off. Everyone diving into the pits. So this is our third safety car of the evening. Going back to what we're saying under the safety car, you said you like the... Oh, as I see a front wing flying in the background. Aldrich Fabian with 5 seconds with a collision with Error Voice. Wonder if that was to do with the front wing going airborne.
I've seen that before.
I've seen it many times myself in MRC.
Mexico, it was. Happened to me.
I've been a culprit as well as a receiver. So sadly for Error Voice, he will be pitting for a new wing, new nose. You said about the challenge of this track, which I totally agree with, especially with the tight, heavy braking zones of the chicanes.
Yeah.
But also the lack of grip as well around this track because of how cold it is. Got to be very careful with the throttle and power out of corners.
Yeah, you seriously do, especially with on worn tyres as well. You can just lose it so easy.
Mind you, the high tyre pressures did help get tyre temp.
Yeah, but you had to sort of get him bang on.
Yeah. I weren't really comfortable with the high tyre pressures because I'm not used to it, because we're used to the low tyre pressures on this game.
Yeah. It was a weird one.
Oh, it's Aldrich that's had to pit for a new nose, not Error Voice. All I seen was a front wing go flying. Didn't know whose it was. So Jamir yet to pit, leads. Ant, who stopped I think a few times, is P2. Scotty finds himself in third. Wookie fourth, Error Voice fifth, Fox sixth, Single Track seventh. Speedy Bullet 8th, Avinash 9th, Fanning 10th, Hagaboy 11th, Lorpy 12th, Samble 13th, Bergen 14th, Smith 15th, Stooge 16th, Aldrich, who's just pitted, is 17th, Airways 18th under the safety car. Would you say we've reached about half distance? Only got 10 laps to go. So I would say this is half distance.
Well, half of 30 is 15, so we're definitely over half distance.
I used to be good at maths. Not so much now. J Mer weaving around trying to get heat in his tyres. With the high tyre pressures, it was easy to scrub the tyres, get surface temperature, as safety car will be coming in.
This lap or next?
Good question. It's veering off, so it will be coming in this lap. So Jamie will take us away for lap 16.
I think
restart number 3. Green flag, here we go. Now we'll see how Jamie can do with a tier 1 driver behind him. Mind you, Scotty's all over the gearbox of Ant, and Wookie's all over the gearbox of Scotty, as we have a yellow flag.
It's Ella Boyce, I think, is it? No, it's just a move.
Smith's dropped off a bit at the back, so I wonder if Smith had a bit of a moment. We're going to stick with the front cars because it's nose to tail. Jamie looks to be struggling on those used hard tyres at the moment. And sizing him up, but thinks better of it. One thing I did know, or did learn with Vegas, is to be patient.
Oh yeah, you've got to be patient. You've got to pick your overtakes. You sort of got to think like a real life driver, to be honest. You've got to make you move a few corners before.
Yeah, you got to think ahead of time, don't you? You got to think, right, where's the opportunities to overtake? Here, 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 here. And then think, right, if I go get a good run here, then I can get alongside and probably make the move. As Ant with the overspeed is looking to take the lead. Jamie's just got no grip on those hards right now. As he's tumbling down. So that's Ant leading. So because Ant is a tier 1 driver and gets a 4th place drop, Scotty is currently leading, with Wookie second. Because obviously Fox tier 2 driver also gets a 4th place drop. And obviously, and because of that, J Murray is actually third because of all that. Or I'm not going to bother with that just yet. Too early, too early. Fanning looking to size up Avinash. Ferrari versus Red Bull, seen this a few times. Fanning's got the move.
Single tracked overtook Wookie as well.
Yeah, I've just seen that on the timing screens. Ooh, almost 3 wide on the run down to turn 14. Oh, that was tight. Fanning kept it going. Virtual safety car. so tight through those phases of section of corners.
Yep.
Fanning speed in the pit lane. So we've got we've gone to a full safety car now. That's number 4. And as we know from Tier 2, we didn't have any more after that.
Yep, I think that's the final safety car of the race.
I don't know how many laps we did in Tier 2 when with all the safety cars. But not going to talk about negatives. It's not nice.
Would you pit for softs now?
It's not a bad shout. Airways with a drive-through. It's not a bad shout to go for softs now, because it'll be at least 2 laps under safety car.
Problem is, how fast can you overtake? And how fast can the leader get to that pit lane?
Well, we do have the safety car sat on the straight between 4 and 5 in that first DRS zone. That'll be sitting there. Ant decides to pit.
I think Wookie is as well. Yeah.
So Scotty
Wookie's
will lead.
well.
Scotty's decided to stay out on the mediums and will pick up the safety car. Aldrich stayed out as well.
I mean, fair play to Wookie, he's only lost 2 positions.
Fox has stayed out. Just seeing if anyone else pits there as well. No, everyone else has decided to stay out. Airways with another drive-through. I swear you can only get 1 drive-through.
I really don't know. I've not really had one, to be honest.
Oh, he's decided to call it a day in the pit lane. Come back again next week, Airways, and come back fighting, my friend. Just going to ask a quick favour, Barber, because I don't want to give away much on stream. Could you just tell me who's on what tyre for this restart?
We've got Scotty on 10 lap mediums, Aldrich on 4 lap softs, Ant on fresh mediums, Fox fresh softs, single track, Wookie, Lorpy, Jamer, Stoob, Erevoice, Haggerboy, all on fresh softs. Everyone is actually on fresh tyres apart from the top 2.
Thank you for that one. Just didn't want to give too much away on stream to people who are probably watching and racing at the same time. A safety car is in, but is it?
It's too late.
No, it's doing it again. Too late of a call, so everybody remain in their positions. We are going for another lap under safety car. No overtaking. Bergen's decided to pit. Not a bad idea, really, with the safety car glitch staying out.
Yeah.
But it seems to be when the game decides to call the safety car in, but the safety car's already gone past the safety car line, and it can't go into the pit lane, because it's already gone by the pit entry. I'm glad we didn't have this in Tier 2.
To be honest, it's been quite a quiet race, to be fair. I know we've had the safety cars, but there's not been
too much to shout about or howl, as a certain somebody would say. Been quite a tame, quiet Tier 3 from our view. Depends on what the drivers see from their cockpits, because as we all know, stewarding and all that. So obviously safety car has come in, but obviously we've got the glitch again because of the late call. Everyone doing the right thing, staying in their positions.
I mean, technically, he could just go now.
He could.
Catch everybody by surprise.
He could, but I think that's what he's planning to do. Because the safety car is now in. So now it's down to Scotty where he decides to go. And I think he's going to be going out to turn 16. Or not. He's keeping him guessing.
Keep me guessing.
Oh, Avinash is out. Don't know what happened there. Scotty's gone. Ooh, defensive shape by Fox, defending from single track on the back of shot. Now then, how's Scotty going to fare against Aldrich on these, what did you say, 3 lap softs when I asked, so they'll be about 4 lap old now. As he's gone round the outside, he's trying to go round the outside. Ballsy, but makes it stick. Fair play by both drivers. Ant is going to be all over the back of him now, who's on the fresh medium tyres. Moves further back. Stu's made a position. No, they're fighting with Jay Mercer. They're still side by side. We're watching Ant and Scotty at the moment. As Aldrich has just said, "Ta-ra, goodbye, I'm off."
He's on the better tyre than the medium at the minute, but still 4 laps to go. Anything can happen.
Yeah, single track's looking very racy. Ooh, that's tight between the 2 cars on that shot. Who's going to get the best into turn 14? Careful, boys, it is tight. Single track gets the better of Scotty on those fresh soft tyres. Wookie, championship leader, looking to make a move into the final corner. Oh, contact!
Ooh, that was real lucky there was no DNFs there.
Yeah, I am very surprised Scotty didn't DNF there, because it was such a tap from Wookie going in as Error Voice has retired in the pit lane. Ant now leads. Oh, no, he's not. There's a bit of a lag there. Aldrich's now jumped back in front. Going back to that move from Scotty, it was very surprised there was no DNF there, because it was such a nudge, but it may have looked like a tiny nudge, but at that speed it only takes a little nudge.
Yeah, when it is quite a high speed corner, that one.
Yeah, Aldrich seems to be struggling on traction, because he got a bit out of shape, which has allowed Ant to get all over the gearbox.
Did he take too much out the tyre too quick? Is the question.
We will see as Ant's in the slipstream, pulls alongside. And you've also got single track looking to play as well. So Ant takes the lead with a nice clean move down the inside. Aldrich very squirrely out of corners. I think he has took too much out of those soft tyres too early. Bergen's gone. Out of turn 16. Yep. There'll be no safety car though, because if my maths is correct, we had 4 in tier 2 and we had no more.
Wookie's over to single track. He will now. He's got Fabian as well.
Yeah. Fresher tyres helping. DRS as well. Gets the move. Championship leader is currently leading this race after Ant's 4th place drop. Let's see if Wookie...
It's crucial that he stays with Ant now for that DRS.
Oh, definitely. He has to. He doesn't have to overtake Ant. He can just sit behind him. Have him tow him along.
Yeah.
There's single tracks all over the gearbox of Aldrich. Aldrich really struggling on those softs. And he's flashing. He's out of ERS as well. He's going to be a sitting duck down the drag strip. Because single track already made the move before the activation point. Because he's got a lot more ERS. But Aldrich seems to have some decent straight line speed under him. Oh, there was a bit of contact. Martin's in the wall. We'll move away from that. But we'll keep with the front guys as Lorpe finds himself in P5 with Fox P4 as Aldrich is... I think I've seen an Alpine spin round. I think that was Jay Moore.
It was.
Aldrich struggling on those softs. Really struggling. He's just dropping back. But we'll stick with Lorpe and Fox because they are quite close together. And 2 seconds up the road from Wookie. Wookie just has to sit there and he will take the tier 3 win.
I had him down to win. Can he do it? 2 laps to go.
Moves are plenty, as I think that was Speedy Bullet making a move on Haggerboy further back, as I seen on the timing screen. Actually, we'll go and watch a few people further down, because Sambao is slowly creeping up to Haggerboy. Behind the Red Bull of Fannin, everyone practically almost nose to tail. People getting so close to the walls at this stage in the race, really pushing as we go on to the final lap.
I think Fox went deep there at turn 1.
Yes, he seems to have lost a bit of time to Wookie behind, which has allowed Lorpe to get within striking distance again. Stubbs looking good for P2 here.
Yeah.
Oh! Aldrich's in the
Fabian's
wall.
out.
Yep. Didn't
Wookie
quite make the...
is licking his lips right now.
Yeah. It seemed that Aldrich must have broken a bit late for his tyres and didn't quite make the corner. Outbroke himself. Go a bit further down because these lot are within striking range of each other. So we could see some fireworks before the end. Disappointing for Aldrich though, because he's had quite a good race. I mean, he started on pole.
Really well.
Yeah, started on pole. Just seemed to take too much out the soft tyres. As we have a yellow flag, Fox is letting everyone through, so Fox is doing the sporting thing that he does.
Yeah.
And Antis as well, so we'll see the higher tier drivers dropping back to allow everyone else through.
He's gone in the pit lane.
Yep. So
well
Wookie
done,
wins.
Well done, Stoob, and well done to Speedy Bullet.
Speedy Bullet will round out the podium places. Well, Lorpy finishes third, but he went in the pit lane, fanning with his unserved penalty. J. Mur has retired. But yeah, waiting for the higher tier drivers to let the rest of the pack through. Fox going very slow, to be fair. Yeah.
I think he's enjoying the scenery.
Yeah, he is. We will. So's Ant, to be fair, doing a few donuts for the fans. Oh, and he's lost his wing as well. End plate. Ant and Fox, nuts for donuts. Whilst we're watching Ant and Fox do donuts, ooh, that's not what you want to see at the end of the track. We'll move away from that. Waiting for Ant to cross the line, and he finally decides to. Hectic at times, had its moments, but quiet, which I'm quite surprised about. A very quiet Tier 3 race.
It was, to be fair, but still a good race.
I think everyone had gone into tonight's race have thought, I'll play safe, I'll just make sure I finish, which is probably the number one mindset, because you can't win a race if you don't finish. You have to finish first before you can win. And which is exactly what Wookie's done, which has extended his lead by 25 points because other drivers didn't race tonight. So we will run through the order. Wookie takes the win and extends his lead by 25 points. Stu with a brilliant second. Lorpy third will get 4 place drop, which will allow Speedy Bullet to take third.
I can hear you smiling.
Thanks for that. Anyway, as I was saying, Speedy Bullet will be third, but we'll run down the order as it is. Haggerboy P5, Fanning P6, Smith 7th, Scotty 8th, Sambal 9th, Fox 10th, Ant 11th, J-Mer 12th, Aldrich 13th, classified. Single Track has been classified as well, but they've DNF'd. And the DNFers are 15th, Bergen, 16th, Aravoy, 17th, Avanash, 18th, Airways, 19th, Rumax, and Smoggy Ghost, 20th. Driver of the day, Barber? Who would you give it to?
It's a pretty difficult one, to be honest. I'll say Stoob.
You'll say Stoob?
Yeah, fantastic race. Kept it quiet there. Didn't really get a mention in the race.
No, it came under the radar, to be fair, did Stoob. Wookie was well controlled for being championship leader and he's extended it, so shall we share it? Shall we share it, Wookie and Stoob then?
Yeah.
So Wookie and Stoob gets the nod from us both in the comms box. So that is it for Vegas. So we will be going to Abu Dhabi for the next round of the season, which starts at 7:30, and then it will be on to the tier events on the Monday and the Wednesday, with tier 2 at 7 and tier 1 at 8:45, isn't it? If I'm correct.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and then it'll be 7:30 the following Wednesday for Tier 3. So thank you for those that tuned in, and we will see you in Abu Dhabi on the MRC channel, because I stream tonight on my own for quickness and circumstances, but it'll be back on the MRC channel Friday for MRCX. So thank you everyone for watching, and good night.